What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. This is a collective reading for anybody and everybody who clicks on this video. Let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, not a personal reading. Please don't force anything to fit. If it's not for you, that's okay. Leave it for somebody else. I do ask that you hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet already, and comment down below if you feel called to. If you need a personal reading, information is in the description box. I have a website and I'm currently doing 29% off for the rest of September. So if you want to get that discount, get in there now. And I won't ever reach out to you to ask you for money or to ask you for a reading, okay? So don't get scammed. That website is the only place to get a reading from me. All right, this message is about paying attention. I was hearing, can I have your attention, please? And I'm supposed to tell you that your attention is incredibly valuable. I would even go as far to say that your attention is more valuable than money. Your attention has more value than money because what you pay attention to can bring money, it yields money, but it also is more valuable than money itself. And I keep getting this need to like shift focus or to shift the energy into giving attention to something else or to paying your attention to something else. I don't know, I just feel like this collective, whoever I'm talking to, is starting to become more aware and conscious of where they're giving their attention, where they're paying their attention, because your attention costs money. Literally, it's so funny that this is what's coming out. The Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Your attention is more valuable than money. Attention is more valuable than money. And I am getting this message too that there could be some people around you who are only doing something for attention. And I want to break that down first. And I'm getting that you already know who these people are. If this is on like a personal scale in your everyday life, you already know who these people are. There are people around you who are trying to distract you or trying to distract others by trying to get like a lot of attention on them. They want attention, they crave attention, they need attention, but it's so that they can like control a narrative or so that they can like distract people from what's really going on. And for others of us, I don't think it's happening on a personal scale. I think it's happening like on a bigger collective scale where we are seeing certain people, certain organizations trying to control a narrative by gaining popularity or gaining attention. Look, we're seeing the Seven of Swords. It's all a tactic. It's all a strategy. It's all a game. And it's like, oh, look, everything looks fine. Everything appears fine and hunky-dory. Everything's under control. Everything is cute and beautiful and wrapped up in a nice little bow. But the Seven of Swords is here, which is all about lying and deception and sabotage and sneaky energy. So I'm just saying that your attention is very valuable. And there are some people who we may know or not, who are trying to control a narrative by just gaining a lot of attention. But something is not as it seems. What's that saying on the rear view mirror or the side view mirror? Objects may be closer than they appear. And I'm getting something about something is not as it appears. That's why they're trying to distract you by paying attention, or they're trying to distract you by shifting your attention onto something else. I know it's kind of vague. Spirit's not giving me anything specific, but hopefully some of you know what I mean. Hopefully this makes sense to somebody. If it doesn't, oh well, it's okay. I was just getting something about paying attention. Tell me more about this. Look, the Devil card. I knew it. Something is not as it seems. Something is actually like a lot more shady than it seems. I'm hearing even the Devil has messengers too. But the Devil energy is all about like, ooh, all eyes on me. Ooh, look at me, look at me, look at me. Pay attention to me. Give me your attention. Give me your attention. Can I have your attention, please? Do you get what I'm saying? And we're seeing the Six of Cups here. There's some sort of narrative that we're trying to control here. Whoever this is or whatever this energy is, it's really trying to control a narrative of like, oh, everything's fine. Everything's good. Everything's okay. But it's not. Something is a lie. And I'm getting that you're supposed to be paying attention to something else. You're not supposed to be paying attention to whatever this is. There's something here that's like craving your attention or like craving our attention. It's everywhere. It's on the news. It's on our social media feeds. It's in the room. Like there's something here that like feeds on attention, and if you don't give it attention, it starves. Literally, it starves. I'm also getting something about vinegar. And like citric acid. Those are also ways to get rid of whatever this energy is. Maybe you can clean with vinegar. Maybe you can start drinking more like lemon water, orange juice. I'm just getting something about like citric acids, and vinegar are gonna help to clear out this energy. Because I do feel like for some of you, there's something around you that's like begging for your attention, craving your attention, and it doesn't need it. Well, you're trying to starve it out. Tell me about this. Or starve this person out. I'm seeing the Queen of Cups. Yes. Yes. Your intuition is spot on here. There's somebody around you, or some sort of energy or entity around you that's trying to like feed on your attention and trying to get you to pay attention to what it wants you to pay attention to so that it can control you or control some sort of narrative. But you already know this, the Queen of Cups. This could also be a mother or a mother-in-law that's trying to like get you to pay attention to something or trying to shift your attention to something because they're trying to control the narrative here, or they're trying to control some sort of situation here. It's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you. This could also be about a grandparent that's trying to like control someone by shifting focus or shifting the attention onto something. I'm also getting something about somebody who was blamed. Somebody was wrongfully blamed. And I'm hearing shame. Oh, so there was someone here who like cast shame and blame onto somebody else, maybe you. But I'm getting something about the truth coming out. The Fool card is here. There's a new story or a new narrative that's being presented. So if you are the person who was wrongfully blamed, or you were like shunned for something, for some sort of shame here, I'm getting that whoever shamed you did worse or has done worse. And there's some sort of like new story that's being like created or told about you or about whatever the situation is. I'm also getting that the Fool card is talking about new things to pay attention to, new areas to focus and to shift our attention to, because I'm telling you that your attention is very valuable. So if we're paying attention to this energy, this low vibrational toxic energy, then we're just creating more of that. I'm getting like the words festering and like a cesspool, like a, I don't know, it's just a really nasty energy. I'm getting something about like doubt breeding more doubt. But it's like, if we keep paying attention to this devil karmic energy, then it will just breed more and more of that. If we keep paying attention to whatever this message is, because I keep getting that message too, that the devil has messengers as well to control a narrative. If we keep paying attention to whatever that is, it will just breed more of it. So there's new things that are being presented to us for us to pay attention to, and that's what I would like to see. What new areas are we being guided to pay attention to, please, Spirit? Page of Swords, Eight of Swords. New mindsets, learning some sort of new skill. But I'm also getting something here about finding ways to get out of like your mind. There's something here about these like goals or dreams that you guys have that you've been holding yourself back from mentally, and it's an illusion. The Eight of Swords is always an illusion. It's like these intrusive thoughts that keep us mentally trapped, but we're not actually trapped. And that's the same thing with this devil energy. It wants us to believe that we're trapped and believe that our dreams can never be achieved and our goals can never happen, so that we stay in this low vibrational energy and we keep paying attention to the low vibrational toxic energy, and it just breeds more of it, right? But there's something here about like this new energy we're paying attention to, where it's like you're working to get out of these intrusive thoughts or these repetitive thoughts that tell you that you can't have your dreams, you can't achieve your goals, that it won't ever happen. And we're starting slow. The Page of Swords. You might be studying or learning something about your goal, about your dream career, about manifestation. I'm just getting something about learning something new. There's some sort of paying attention to learning or to learning something new, maybe a skill that you're learning. You're really paying attention to it. I'm getting something about like clothing or fashion, for some of you. I know it's not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, there's like this new focus on like fashion or clothing or something like that. You're really paying attention to it, and it's opening up like a new door for you. It's opening up new paths for you. That's not going to be for all of you, but I am seeing that. And I'm getting that you're supposed to be doing that. If you're having fun doing it, do it. Right. What else can Spirit, what else can we pay attention to? Wow, the Magician, literally manifestation. I'm getting something about some of you just quit a job, or you put in like a notice at a job. Good for you. Like, seriously, good for you. You're getting out of this trapped energy. You're untrapping yourself. Like, you are getting yourself untrapped, unstuck. If those are even words, but it doesn't matter at this point. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm seeing the Nine of Swords here too. You're literally manifesting yourself out of a situation where you feel stuck or trapped just by shifting your attention. It's very simple. I know it's easier said than done, but this is simple. Whatever has been like draining you or holding you back is because it's feeding on your attention. If you don't give it your attention, it literally has no power. Archangel Michael is doing something for you too. Some of you work with Archangel Michael, but if you don't, Archangel Michael removes obstacles for us that we do not know how to remove ourselves, or feel like we can't remove ourselves. And so with the Devil card being the strongest first energy, I already know that Archangel Michael is in your energy field, working, putting in work. And all you're supposed to be doing is shifting your focus and changing what you're paying attention to. If you're paying attention to all of like the darkness and the despair and the destruction and the toxicity and the whatever, then you're breeding more of it. I know. But if you can shift your focus and attention onto what you want to create and what you want to manifest, that starves. That other energy has nothing to feed off of. I feel like you are a source for whatever this energy is. You have been for a while. Maybe your family has been for a while. Because this could be an entity that has been like feeding on your family, feeding on your bloodline, your ancestors, but it stops with you, right? Because you're no longer giving in or paying attention to it. You're shifting your focus and paying attention to what you want to grow, because what you water grows. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my God, look. And then here's the Hierophant. Here's God, Creator, Source, bringing in the Tower, bringing in divine intervention. Boom. Here comes the boom. And here you are completely avoiding it. Wow. Oh my God. The last reading we did on this channel, we talked about avoiding the Tower. So this is just confirmation a little bit further that you are avoiding the Tower. Here's the Moon card. Out of sight, out of mind. Here's the Eight of Wands. You being moved out of harm's way. You being realigned or redirection to your happiness. The Nine of Cups. To wish fulfillment. To your dreams, your desires, your goals, your wishes. To you getting what you want. Literally. And then we're seeing the Six of Swords here too, which talks about moving into calmer waters, more moving into like an easier state, into more peace and tranquility. This is what your guides are trying to get you to focus on, because it will breed more of that. And then we're seeing the High Priestess. And this is all about you shifting your focus and not giving any more time, energy, attention to whatever has been holding you back. Wow. But I keep getting something about like that mother-in-law, grandmother energy. I'm seeing like you staying silent, or you like rising above. Yeah, you're like rising above whatever this like little petty energy is, and you're just not giving it any time, energy, or attention. And that's like bringing the truth out, because the truth always comes to the light. Whatever is done in the darkness always comes to the light. But for some of you, you were like trying to get people to see it, or you were like trying to bring awareness and attention to it, but that's what they wanted. Because if they have the attention on them, if they have eyes on them, if they have people listening to them, they can control the narrative. That's a big part of why a lot of these people who have something to hide are the loudest. Because they have something to hide, so they want to be able to get to you first, or get to the narrative and control the narrative before the truth can be revealed. Think about it. If you can get to the story first, if you can control the narrative and control the story before anybody else can, then you can hide the truth. But I'm getting like you're not saying anything. You're shifting your focus. You're redirecting your attention. You're paying attention to what you want to grow. Think of your attention as an investment. Think of it actually as like money. I told you that your attention is more valuable than money, but try to think about what you're paying attention to as like you're spending your money on, because that's what you want to grow, right? What you water grows. And I'm seeing this whole like transition of you shifting your focus and paying attention to what you want to grow, paying attention to your wishes, your dreams, your peace, your serenity, paying attention to what you want more of in your life. And there's some sort of truth that's being revealed naturally. Here comes the boom. I really hope they're ready for it, but they're not. The tower hits unexpectedly, and it's gonna be really funny. I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, because that's very funny. God is hilarious. Your angels, your spirit guides, they're hilarious. And so, yeah, when that tower hits, when the karma hits, it'll be funny for you, for everybody else, but maybe not for them. And then here's the King of Pentacles in the reverse, which is exactly what I was trying to say in the beginning about these people who are really trying to like get attention onto them, but it's to hide. They don't really have the money that they're pretending to have. They don't really have the stability or the security that they're pretending to have. They don't really have like the life, the luxury that they're pretending to have. They don't have what they're pretending to have. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse, which means this person has much less or doesn't have anything that they're saying that they have. There's a big insecurity energy here. But again, if I have your attention, I can control the narrative. Can I have your attention, please? Right, that was the message. So hopefully this helps you. I'm sending you so much love always. Take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and I will see you next time. Peace, you are loved.